Hey everyone, welcome back to Wuchang. I forgot to equip my axe. There we go. All right, we're just going to carry on to the third area now. So previous episode we beat the Fang Lao's sister. I don't know what her name is. Ling, I think her name is. Um, Talked to the storyteller and he transported us back here. So we're going to come on down the ladder here. Now, going into these areas, these next few areas, it's actually pretty much my favorite areas of the game. They're so fun, they're vibrant, just neat all around. You have some really hearty enemies coming up, though. For example, this next dude we're about to fight. You want to be careful, skeletons will like fall from the ceiling here. Just ignore them. This dude here, I don't know what they're called, but they're like lotus seer things. You want to take him out. See these big purple clouds? Those are enemies he was summoning. And you can kill them, but he'll just respawn more. So you may as well take him out and ignore those guys completely. All right, we're going to come over here. Grab the items on the ground. We're going to ignore the skeletons because they're a pain in the ass. Moving forward, we want to come up the side path here. So we're going to sort of right at the split. All right, may as well grab the item in front of him. Talking to him. He's telling us about a refugee camp, which is actually going to be the hub for the rest of the game. Grab all the items on the ground here. You can check the gravestones for like lore if you want. And we're just going to take the path back up. We should have two enemies coming up at like a little campfire thing. Oh, not a campfire, just a little camp. Nice. Alright, coming in here we have a bird dude. These guys can be kind of annoying. And they can take a lot of damage. There we go. Those guys are also going to be a dominant enemy coming up in the next areas. Alright, we'll take this dude out. Drop down for the item. Come on, up the ladder here. And I believe we go left for an item. And then we're out in the new area. It's not the item that I thought it was. Oh, there's one more ladder, my bad. Cool, now we go left for an item. Guys, if you see that ladder ahead of us, that is where we just came into the area. There's a whole bunch of crap in between. We have a shrine. Alright, and we're going to ignore everything on this battlefield here. We're actually going to come to the left-hand side. And then we're going to make a sharp right. Alright, in this little alleyway here, we have an item. Alright, we have an explodey dude past here. I'm actually going to go down this little pathway to grab another item. Make your way up the stairs. And we should have one of these little Lotus Mages. Nice. Come over here, grab the spell. I think this is actual, yep, Lotus Soul Flame. Grab the item up here, and now we're just going to do a couple of drops. So, drop down here. The amount of times I've accidentally run off these two, so you do want to be careful with how you're running. Drop down again, and again. And we have Red Mercury. Cool. So, we've got maybe 1 or 2 enemies on the battlefield here. But otherwise, it's just a whole bunch of trash items. Oh, not trash items. They're just nothing that we need. All want. Awesome. Coming into the next area here. That is not the way. Got a... how do I put this? We've got a Lotus Mage as well as... So Lotus Mage is up there. We're going to go for him now. I've got another variant of him coming up soon. Pretty much we're going to ignore everything down here. Run past all of these little clones. Alright, we're going to dodge through this stuff here, which will create light. Alright, we'll take out this guy first. Now, if he falls down just like now, absolutely fine. Gets rid of any crap that he was spawning. Take the path again. Alright. This guy over here, now if he looks at you, he's going to cause despair build-up, which will instantly kill you. He's not so tough here, it's more later on, but just keep in mind if they're one of those little sage or mage enemies and he's got a shiny head, make sure to put on some, what is it? It's like Mind Lotus Seeds or something like that. Yeah, Mind Lotus Seeds. Anywho, coming over here, we have a guy on the ground. We want to plunge attack him. Alright, grab the bloodied steam bunny bun. Now, we're going to need this to give to the jar kid. Child in a jar, something like that. Make sure you pick that up. Grab the blight daggers. Now we're going to make our way forward. I think there's a bird around here somewhere. There is. Over there. Nothing over there. We do have a dude looting a corpse. Alright, now we're going towards that variant. So he's going to summon a whole bunch of these annoying dudes. Don't worry about him too much. You just want to come in and go for the kill. Cool. Drop down. There was a secondary path, which I didn't mention, into here. Alright, comes out about here. Don't worry about it. Alright, we never need to take that path for anything. Come over here, grab the item on the ground. We also have a gourd upgrade. Right here. Follow the path outward. Alright, coming up here we have an item, and then directly around the corner here, behind the gravestone, we have a bird. Big bird. This guy normally gives me a lot more grief, so I'm happy about that. Grab the brilliant red feather. Alright, coming out of here, there's a bird on the branch. Grab that. Now, we're going to make a run for the Lotus Mage over here. Take him out before any of his lackeys can get to us. Just. What'd he drop? Mercury. There's a chest behind the gravestone here. For a benediction. Alright, now we're going to just make our way forwards over here to this campfire, or this little camp thing over here. You do want to read this. Alright, this will give us a medicine case, which will come in handy later. If you can hear snoring in the background, I apologize. Here's my dogs. Alright, coming up we should have Bang Yao and Hei Yozao. Hei Yozai. I'm going to mess up the names from now on. I apologize. Alright, exhaust her dialogue. Exhaust Hei's dialogue.
There was something. A missionary at the bride head to Zhenwu Temple.
Alright. They're going to travel together from now on, so no biggie there. Come on down the ladder. An item here. We have the white-robed elder. Now, he's going to ask for your help in beating a boss. Now, this just progresses his storyline. His storyline's actually pretty key. There's a lot of trophies tied to him. Coming down this ladder, we will probably do that by the end of the episode and go to the nearest shrine. It's an optional area, but like I said, it's tied to a whole bunch of trophies, so you don't want to miss out on that. Over to our left here, we have the child in the jar. Alright, we're going to hand over the bloodied steam bunny bun that we just picked up. He's going to be all happy. If you lie to the old lady, she can actually appear over here, but I don't believe she does anything or is tied to any trophies. Now, we have the kids, so we've got Glut first. They're hungry. We've got Matchstick.
I'm glad you're all right. I was so worried. They had us the butler.
Alright, exhaust their dialogue. I ran into the fire. Then talk to this one.
You're one of us.
Agree to help. Alright, grab the soft brush, and now we're going to make our way up to the refugee camp. We have an item in the bucket. We have an item through here. We have a tent we can talk to. We have Nyan.
You've done great deeds in Cloudspire and gained my respect in kind. I thought that...
Alright, he's going to disappear, but his icon will remain here. It's because he's disappeared to a part of this camp, which we will unlock probably in a couple of episodes, so don't stress about that too much. Talk to this guy.
Greetings.
Alright.
I journey. He held the boat. If you have Allah, what else?
You want to hand over the medicine case? This is what we found a couple of seconds ago.
Please, Allah.
Alright, he gives us some arnica ointment. Ignoring the shrine for now. We have Wuchang.
Well, let me guess. If you do find something valuable,
We can hand over the black coral.
couldn't have asked for anything better.
Hand over the used mortar.
Someone once let slip that it was full of treasure. Ha, well, I figured I'd see about that. Yet it's mere
Sell all this crap.
Come back soon.
And I want to see if he's got any more
You made it.
benedictions that I want.
Stuff for ya.
Yep, increased damage dealt if 6 discipline skills are known, so definitely want that. He also sells brilliant red feathers now. We don't need that because we're already at +6, so
Come back
totally fine.
soon, you
Be probably good for a secondary weapon. Come over to this guy here.
Ah, my friend. It's been a long time. Ah, my friend. Lucky. What treasures do you have for me?
Alright, got a
Legend.
couple of things we can hand over.
Oh, this Master Fang, I heard. Oh, the Madam of Snowfall Palace is dangerous.
And what do we have here? So no more pendants from him, so that's great. Just a few armor sets. Right, and from here we can just carry on. So this is going to pretty much be our hub for the rest of the game. I really thought this is where I'd be finishing the episode, but judging that, I can probably get to the next couple of shrines. We want to go that way. That one. Alright, so I'm definitely going to focus on getting a couple of skills. Okay, so we've got those. So now I'm not going to equip any of these skills. I'm just going to grab them just for the sake of that benediction. Cool. And we're going to add that benediction. And we're going to rest. So this will reset all the NPCs in the area that we talked to. And just to make it clear, we have Nian at the refugee camp, which we cannot get to at the moment. Otherwise, everyone should be all tied up. Apart from the Reverend Temple, I did forget to go here before. Alright. I'm going to go upstairs, talk to the medicine man. Where is he? Oh, was he not one of the people that I needed to talk to? Oh no, he must have been.
May you, though I once but the rebel.
Cool. Lady is over here at her desk.
About word of I just I'm no fun. But you, if you're up for it.
Cool. Talk to her. And now there's an icon for the kid. Alright, so this is a bit of a weird one because like this kid has no value to anything. Like no side quest potential, no nothing. Just a random dialogue option to listen to him squirm in pain. Not entirely sure. There might be law implications behind this. I have no idea. Alright, we can't talk to him, can't do anything. There's probably law implications, but I have no idea what they are. Anywho, that should be everyone that we need to talk to. Cool. And we'll go back to the refugee camp because Nian is there. Alright. We're just going to make our way to the next couple of shrines. So, little bits and pieces to do from here on out. First up, we have a big bird enemy. He's an elite enemy. He can do some damage, so just be careful. Straight after him, we have a demon. For some bow blood, and then... Yes, then we'll make our way to the... I don't know what they call the Emerald Graves or something like that. Definitely buffing for this guy, because he can be a bit spicy. Don't kill me. Yeah. I had plenty of opportunities to dodge and I did not. Let's try that again. Buff. I wonder if we can get behind him and stagger him. Nope, did not work. Oh, bird. I want my souls before you try to kill me again. Oh. Well, that worked. Nice. So we got a red mercury essence from him. Coming over here, we have our 5th out of 6 demons. So we've got 2 more to go. Honestly, compared to the bird, that was a walk in the park. We also got a plume stone needle, so that'll be cool. Can't remember what that does. Alright, grab the benediction. Where's the bird? Mustn't be around here. The music here reminds me of Lord of the Rings. Not gonna lie. We're not gonna go down this ladder, but we're gonna kick it down. Alright, this is a camp that we'll enter probably in 2 or 3 episodes' time. Other than that, we're going to go back to where the jar kid was. Alright, so you're going to notice coming through this area that she's still with her dad, but the other 2 have buggered off. Alright, they're in search of food, so they're hungry. Come across them probably next episode. Come over here, pick up the tattered paper. Jar kid's disappeared. We'll encounter him a little bit later too. Alright, white-robed elder should have disappeared. Now we're going to come in here. So yeah, as I've said multiple times, optional area, trophies are linked to it, so you do want to do this. Not that way. Oh, item. Alright, coming over here, you have a bigger bird. This guy is insane with his damage, so just be careful. We're going to focus on him solely. So he can do a lot of damage. Fire spell. Nope, didn't quite kill him. That's fine. Got a radiant red feather with that, so that was pretty awesome. That'll upgrade us to another level weapon once we have about 4 of them. Anyways, coming back to the entrance here, I'm going to take the left-hand path. Alright, so we're just going to keep the wall to our left-hand side. Should have a bunch of exploding dudes. As well as, yeah, you. As well as a couple of dogs and stuff like that. No dogs. Interesting. Oh, there he is. He's asleep. Alright. Going back to the entrance. This is just how I found it's easiest to navigate in anyways. Because there's a lot of shrubbery around here. So back to the entrance. We're going to keep the wall to our right-hand side now. Alright, we have a dude. We have a dog. Alright, looking to our right, there should be another enemy. Right there. Exploding dude. Alright, grab the item in the middle of the ground here. We're going to come up here for the... I think it's a bow sorcerer. I think that's her name, or sorceress. We want to exhaust her dialogue. Alright, if she is here, pretty much you're pushing towards her ending as well, which is great. At the moment, we can still do all 4. It just depends on how you choose. Honestly, I'd probably recommend leaving her till like your last ending if you're going to go this far, or even just your second playthrough, not your first. You want to do one of the harder ones on the first. Alright, grab the shrine. Now, I'm not even going to rest there because we're actually going to go to the next shrine, which is just around the corner. And that will be where we kick off from next episode. That particular shrine will be attached to a whole bunch of shortcuts, so it's going to come in handy a little bit later, probably for the boss and stuff like that. But you do want to be careful here. We have a corpse dog, we have a noisy guy, we have a whole bunch of lotus magic coming our way. So ignore the dog for now. Dodge through that and get the dog now. Grab the items on the ground. Item. And hopefully we don't get hit by the lotus magic. I mean, we did, but it didn't do anything, so nice. Come down here. We're going to take out this guy before he follows us. Ooh, what'd you drop? Right, you can read the note on the ground. Oh, dog. Alright, we have an item behind the shrine. Now we have the shrine. Cool. Got through a lot of content this episode. I'm happy with that. I don't think we got any more upgrades. Got as much of this as I care to have. I'll pretty much add to these skills later on. Like, you can grab another, 4 points to endurance in this one. I don't really want that just yet. Got all the skills we need. Alright, I might start popping stuff into this particular skill tree here, because even though I'm not really maddened at this point, madness can still come into play quite well. That. Grab these two. May as well grab those. Choice. Stamina there that we can grab. This will accelerate. The speed of temperance. Cool. So these two will be up next. Probably that one as well. Actually, let's grab that. Cool. Happy with that. Right, so we have a bit of content to follow up with next episode, probably the episode after as well. Going to be fun times. Thank you all for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page. I'll see you here next time for more Wuchang.